Hello, everyone, and welcome to another Sunday virtual lesson with Church by the Sea. I am Miss Bryanna. I am one of the co-teachers at the nursery, and it is so good to see everyone today. Hello.
Good morning. This is Miss Susi, one of the teachers in the nursery at Church by the Sea. Me too. I am very happy to be with you virtually, and I sure hope we'll see you soon in person.
Good morning. This is Miss Patti, the teacher at Church by the Sea, and I am so happy to be with you guys virtually. And like Miss Susie said, hopefully all of us can see each other and hug each other soon. soon. Very soon.
Okay, so we are going to start today with our welcome song. Hello, everybody. So glad to see you. Hello, everybody. So glad to see you.
Hello to Danilo. So glad to see you.
Hello to Ariela. So glad to see you.
Hello to Asai. So glad to see you.
Hello to Hugh. So glad to see you.
Hello to Henry, so glad to see you.
Hello to Pete, so glad to see you.
Hello to Leonardo, so glad to see you.
Hello to Miss Susie, so glad to see you.
Hello to Miss Patti, so glad to see you.
Hello to Miss Bryanna, so glad to see you.
Thank you, everyone. And now Miss Susie is going to tell us our story for this week.
Good morning again, and today's story is about one of beautiful God's creation, the forest. So, hello girls and boys, I am part of a forest, and God provides so much for me. I started as a seed, and I grew and grew and grew. I grew tall, and it looked like I was reaching up to the sky. My roots reached deep into the ground and wiggled through the soil. Sun shone its warm rays on my branches. I felt wind blowing through my leaves. Rain fell and soaked into the ground where my roots would drink the cool water. Who do you think that I am? Okay, so I would say it's a tree, and I hope you agree with me. One day, when the sun was shining brightly, I felt a tickle on my branches. At first, I thought it was another tree friend reaching out to say hello. I heard a strange sound, a beautiful sound. My forest friend was calling to me. I wonder what kind of forest friend that might have been. So what do you think it could be? Another forest friend? Oh, I would say, let's think. Sound. Maybe an animal? One morning, after a sprinkling of rain, I saw a forest friend walking toward me. She stopped at my tree trunk and then started to climb up. Up, up, she climbed. Soon, she found one of my largest branches so that she could have a nap. I wonder what kind of forest friend she might have been. Well, what kind of friend would climb up to the tree? I would say maybe a tiger, a snake. Think about it, you think about it. Every day, I feel many tiny forest friends running up and down my tree trunk. There are so many of them, and sometimes it's hard to see them. I wonder what kind of forest friends they are. There are many, many forest friends like birds, snakes, tigers, all that. Not so long ago, several forest friends were hiking and they found my shade. They spread a blanket on the ground beside me. They sat down and soon opened a picnic basket. I could hear their laughter as they shared their food. I wonder what kind of forest friends they are. So I would say maybe people. I would love to know what you are thinking. There are always surprises here in my home, in the forest. I have so many wonderful forest friends. The forest is a wonderful creation of God, and we have to love it, take care of it, and enjoy it. So, this is all for today, and I want to wish you a wonderful week. May God bless you, and hopefully, we'll see you next Sunday. Go ahead, Miss Brianna.
Thank you, Miss Susie. And now we're going to put our little hands together for our closing prayer. Dear God, this church is a family. Help us to learn together, to worship together, to share together, to play together, to pray together, to come together, and to reach out to everyone with family love. Amen.
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 Thank you everyone for joining us today, and we will be finishing off with another song by Alexa. We'll see you again next week. Bye everyone.
Bye-bye.
Bye. See you next week. Bye, Miss Susie. Bye, Miss
Bye-bye.
Brianna.
Take care.
Bye.
Look, my kitty. Bye, Khaleesi.
Good morning, everyone. Come and sing with me. He's got the whole world in his hands. 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 He's got my sisters and my brothers in his hands. He's got my sisters and my brothers in his hands. He's got my sisters and my brothers in his hands. He's got the whole world in his hands. He's got the sun and the rain in his hands. He's got the sun and the rain in his hands. He's got the sun and the rain in his hands. He's got the whole world in his hands. He's got the moon and the stars in his hands. He's got the moon and the stars in his hands. He's got the moon and the stars in his hands. He's got the whole world in his hands. He's got the whole world in his hands. He's got the whole